Welcome to Canada, the podcast that helps you prepare for your Canadian adventure with clarity and confidence. Hello, future newcomers, and welcome to your Canadian Prep Zone. You're listening to episode number 14, and it is recorded in November 2025. I'm Emma, your host and your international mobility coach. I'm here to help you prepare, plan, and thrive in your move to Canada. Today, I would like to make this episode more personal than usual. I'll tell you about when I arrived in Canada. Instead of painting a picture of everything going smoothly, I'll show you the other side, the little disasters that piled up along the way. Moving to Canada isn't just about dreams and maple syrup. It's also about being prepared for curveballs. Let's rewind to before takeoff. A few weeks before we left, my husband and I were, let's say, a bit busy. He was wrapping up major projects for his work in Paris while also selling our car. Had quit my job and suddenly I became a real estate agent trying to sell our apartment. I did sell it, by the way. I'm still pretty proud of that. But just when we thought we had things under control, our 2-year-old son came down with a nasty case of chickenpox, fever, pain, and sleepless nights, the whole 9 yards. Let me tell you, when you're stressed about moving to Canada, juggling movers and selling an apartment, and then you have 2 nights of zero sleep, it doesn't exactly put you in the best mood. I was a mess, honestly. Then came the lice incident. The night before we left, I was hoping for a solid rest. Call it mother's intuition, but I thought it might be tiring to wait at the airport, take a long transatlantic flight, go through immigration and customs, and experience jet lag, all that with 3 kids under 8. Well, guess what? I didn't get a good night's sleep. The evening before takeoff, I noticed that my 2 girls were scratching their heads. It was weird. We checked and they were covered in lice. Obviously, you can't bring lice with you to Canada. That's not how you make a good first impression. So at 9 p.m., I ran through Paris looking for a pharmacy that was still open. I bought shampoo, a special comb, lavender oil, and conditioner, the full arsenal. By 1 a.m., the mission was accomplished. No more lice. But also, no more parents with any kind of energy. And now, a word from our sponsor. Hey, but there is none. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm the sponsor of the show right now. Today's episode is brought to you by my one-on-one coaching services. Thinking about immigrating to Canada but feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or pulled in too many directions? You're not alone, and you don't have to do it alone. I offer customized one-on-one support to help you move forward with clarity and confidence. From creating your departure strategy to finding a job, planning your budget, or securing housing, we will tackle it all, step by step in a clear and structured way. Book a coaching session with me today and let's turn your Canadian dream into a real plan. For more details, click the link in the show notes. In the morning, we arrived at the airport only to find out that our flight was delayed by 2 hours. At first, I was annoyed. We could have slept longer, but little did I know that the delay would end up saving us. At check-in, the agent looked at us and said, "So you 2 parents have your eTAs. Everything is fine, but your children, they don't." Wait, what? An ETA is an electronic travel authorization. You need one to go to Canada by plane if you're French. No ETAs for the kids meant no boarding passes. I was shocked. Excuse me? Of course our kids have ETAs. Of course they're coming with us. As it turned out, our immigration lawyer had forgotten to tell us that our kids needed electronic travel authorization and that it was on us, not on him, to get them. It was time to panic. We had to apply for 3 eTAs on the spot, right in the middle of the airport, while refreshing the internet pages like maniacs. We got one approval, then another one, but the third one took forever. Okay, maybe it was only 20 minutes, but under stress, it felt like a century. Luckily, the approvals came through just in time, thanks to the flight delay. We even managed to grab a snack before boarding. Personally, I went straight for chocolate. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Fast forward, we spent 5 hours at Paris airport, 8 hours on a plane, 2 hours at the Canadian immigration, and 1 hour picking up the rental car. Finally, we drove to Hamilton in Ontario and arrived at our Airbnb around 10 p.m. Toronto time, which was 4 a.m. for us, Paris time. Our kids were asleep in the back of the car, and my husband and I were dreaming of one bed. The Airbnb house looked nice. There was a little lockbox for the keys. We punched in the code. Nothing. We tried again. Nothing. After a few more efforts, we had lost all hope and patience, and we were still outside with 3 sleeping kids. So my husband went to a Tim Hortons to use their Wi-Fi, and he tried to text and call our host via WhatsApp. No answer. He texted her. Nothing. He tried again. Nothing. But finally, a miracle happened. She replied and said she was on her way. Meanwhile, I was sitting in a car with 3 snoring kids and surrounded by suitcases. I was exhausted and thought, well, welcome to Canada, Emma. Eventually, our Airbnb host showed up, apologized, and gave us another key. The lockbox was broken. That moment was the icing on the cake of our unfortunate events. Well, guys, that's how we ended up in Canada, with chickenpox, lice, delayed flights, missing eTAs, and a locked Airbnb. Not exactly the smoothest start, but hey, that's expat life. There are highs, lows, and lots of lessons along the way. And since you stuck with me until the end, let me share 2 tips with you. If you are eligible to eTAs, always double check your status. You can use the Canada.ca online tool to verify your status. Do this for every family member. Don't assume everything is fine. Trust me, verify. Also, stay connected. Keep your phone line or get an international calling plan. You never know when you'll need to deal with a flight cancellation, an ETA issue, or a broken lockbox at midnight. As you can see, moving abroad isn't about everything going perfectly. It's also about being ready to adapt when things don't go as planned. Of course, having an international mobility coach by your side makes things much more manageable. If you are interested, feel free to schedule a discovery call with me. I can help you avoid a lot of mistakes along the way. And that's it for today. Thank you for listening until the end. If you enjoyed the episode, please subscribe to the podcast, give it many stars, and leave a comment. It will make me happy, but more than that, it'll help new people discover the podcast.